I lived in Ohio for the first 10 years of my life. It was all that I really knew. My dad got a new job in Augusta and moved us down when I was headed into 6th grade and my brother was starting sophomore year of high school. I remember that day that my parents broke the news to us like it was just yesterday. My dad got home from work on Friday and told us we were going to eat somewhere special and that him and my mom had news for us. My brother and I were anxious and curious. Was it going to be good, bad, or serious? We went to one of our favorite restaurants across town. It was in a town called Amish Country. There were always horse and buggies riding around, and everyone in town was so kind to one another. I remember how snowy and cold it was that night. It took us a while to get there, and the car ride was a bit awkward. When we got there, we sat upstairs next to a fireplace. It was warm and comforting up there, yet I still had an uneasy feeling in my stomach about the whole situation. After ordering drinks and getting comfortable, my dad proceeded to tell us that a branch of his company was starting in Augusta, Georgia. He said he talked with Mom about the possibility of transferring down there. My mom and dad had always talked about eventually moving further south to warmer weather. I knew that this was the moment that he was going to say, "It's actually happening." We are moving. Apprehensive for the first minute, my 11-year-old self soon realized that this could be a really fun adventure. My brother, on the other hand, was pretty upset. He was on the varsity basketball team, had a serious girlfriend, and was really starting to get in the swing of high school with all of his new friends. He soon came to terms with what was happening and knew his life would change. Leaving our house was stressful and sad, but I was so excited to move to a new home. I felt a rush of excitement about a new room, a new street, new town, new friends, new everything. It eventually came time to leave and say goodbye to all of my friends. My best friend for all of elementary school, Sarah, took it really hard. She didn't want to believe that her best friend was moving 10 hours away. I created so many friendships throughout my years in Ohio. How was I able to just walk away from those? In an 11-year-old's eyes, it's hard to realize that you will see each other again. My teachers and neighbors were going to change. My cousins, grandparents, aunts, and uncles weren't going to be a quick drive anymore. I wasn't sure how exactly to feel about all of it. At this point, it really hit me that this wasn't going to be as easy as I had thought it would be. While my mom and I were driving separately, I had a moment in the car where all of my memories flashed in my head and I felt like I was already missing my life in Ohio with all of my friends and family. At a red light just less than 10 minutes from our new house, I got really emotional and didn't think I could create those friendships I had for so long once more. I broke down crying and got scared. I was starting a new school in a new state filled with not a single person I knew of, but everything worked out. Now that I have lived in Georgia for so long, I can't imagine how my life would be if we hadn't moved. I have the best friends I could ever ask for and a supportive family that is always there for me. As for my parents and my brother, they have grown so much since we've moved. My dad loves his job, my mom has made so many new friends, and my brother recently started working in Atlanta and has many close friends from college and work up there. All in all, life takes you places you may not be ready for, but the ending could be something so special.